Photo of underweight Urban Outfitters. This is from USA Today. A garnet company. Oh fuck! What the fuck just happened? I hate life right now. Okay, so Urban Outfitters was required to pull a photo of a thin model from its UK website that was deemed irresponsible and harmful.
Simply because she was thin, or?
Yeah. The United Kingdom's Advertising Standards Authority, ASA, received a complaint about an image in the lingerie section of an Urban Outfitters UK website that featured a lower half of a woman's body wearing a pair of underwear. And I'm looking at the picture, by the way, like, there's nothing. Like, she's not too skinny. She's, like, normal. On December 31st, the regulator banned the photo and ruled that the model looked underweight. Is the first world so fat now that normal is underweight? In the picture that could fuel anorexia, the brand's target audience. In the ruling, the ASA noted concern about the significant gap between the model's thighs. It was
Okay.
like normal gap.
Well, the ad is for women, and I'm assuming that a guy got that, so clearly the guy's going, alright, what is the gap between those thighs? Alright.
This is a discussion I want to have, but it has 69 retweets. I just want to put that out there. Anyway, we understand that Urban Outfitters' target market was young people and considered that using a noticeably underweight model was likely to impress upon the audience. The image was representative of the people who might wear Urban Outfitters clothing as being something to aspire to, the ASA said the ruling. So basically they're saying that basically what they're saying is that Urban Outfitters wants everyone to be like this woman. That's the message they're sending.
I would doubt that Urban Outfitters would actually want that.
Yeah, in a response including the ruling, Urban Outfitters told the ASA that it was in common practice to use slim models in the underwear industry. The ASA responded that the model's waist size was 23.5 inches, and Urban Outfitters thought she had a naturally tall and slim physique. So basically, it's saying naturally tall and slim physique. So basically what they're saying is because her genetics say she's supposed to look a certain way, she cannot be a model.
That's kind of stupid.
Lynn Grief, president and CEO of National Eating Disorders Association in the United States, says there's nothing normal about promoting unattainable body images. And of course, it sounds like a woman.
I'd bet you $500 that it was written by a feminist.
I'm sorry that you have standards. Anyway, perpetuated by feminists that, like, being fat is perfectly okay, but being skinny isn't. So basically what they're saying is that this woman being skinny is unacceptable, but a woman being fat is not. Is acceptable.
Yeah, they claim that you can't fat shame. I think we should do something where you can't skinny shame as well.
You shouldn't be. Yeah.
There shouldn't be any shame. There shouldn't be shaming at all. Like, that person is who they are. Let them be who they are. Don't judge them on.
Like, here's the thing.
Basically, just judge not, lest you be judged yourself. So.
Like, I'm fat, but I don't look at skinny people and say they're oppressing me.
Now I'm skinny, and I don't look at fat people and say you're oppressing me.
Like, I don't look at a skinny person and say, "Oh, I want to be you. You should get to be fat now because you made me feel bad."
I ate all of this beef, and now I'm going to have beef with you because I held that weight and you didn't.
Oh, this is so retarded. Why is it like if they showed a fat model, a very fat model, they would have no problem with this, guaranteed.
Yeah, they're actually starting to do plus size models now.
I know. Why is like? I'm pretty sure a woman being anorexic is more than just, I saw a skinny woman as a model. I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more than that.
Yeah, you can tell when someone's anorexic because, like, there's a difference between a skinny person and an anorexic person. An anorexic person is like, you can tell that they are not picking up any nutritional supplements at all.
Yeah.
And they look like if you blow on them, they're going to fall over into a bunch of broken glass.
And a fat person's like if you drive a tank into them, it'll just absorb it.
How do you think the U.S. gets its tanks to the Middle East?
Oh shit! Like they put them in fat people and they like walk over there.
Yeah, and then
They swim.
and fat floats in water, so they just float across.
It must be fun. I should do that as my job.
Just
Oh,
try-
maybe if I see like the skinny and fit soldiers, I'll be like, "You're frisking me.
as you shove more tanks underneath your fat rolls.
Take your damn tanks."
Take your oppressive tanks from my victim rolls.
My fix rolls. That's horrible. Oh my god. My victim rolls.
My victim rolls.
Look at what you did to me. Show scars on my wrists.
I cut to remove the pain of the victim rolls.
I have a friend that does that. He's like, look at what you did to me. And he shoves his wrists in your face. There's nothing there, of course, but it's funny. Look at what you did to me.
I gave you wrists.
Yeah, I gave you veins in your wrists. Oh my god. This is just so horrible. We're basically like skinny shaming by this point.
Yeah, we went from and and some people are so vehemently against fat shaming that they'll start skinny shaming in order to stop fat shaming.
I know.
It's like that one thing that we mentioned before about the being racist and sexist to counteract racism and sexism.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. You can't counter fire by throwing fire at it. That's just going to make the fire bigger.
That's even worse, because you're basically shaming someone for being healthy.
You're basically shaming someone for something that they have no control over. It's like shaming someone for being black, or shaming someone for being white, or
You have control over your weight, though.
You don't have any control over your race either. You don't have any
No, you do have control over your weight.
You have minor control over your weight. You can.
You have most control.
Yeah, as compared to race, sex, and
But no one chooses to be fat.
No one chooses to be fat. Yeah, and you can choose to be skinny.
I'm saying that like fat people are the way they are because they can't stop eating and they don't want to work out.
Person testimony right here.
Yeah, like I could be skinny. I just have to work out and eat better. I don't want to.
I'm skinny, and I'm just naturally that way. I don't work out, and I eat a lot.
I don't think that the analogy between race and weight is accurate, because race you don't have any control over.
Yeah,
weight you have a lot of control over.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not like you're saying that they don't have any control over their weight. If you have genetics, that only takes it so far. Like, there's only so much control. Well, there's only so much control that your genetics have.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you don't have control over your weight at all.
No. There's only so much. You have a fair amount of control over your weight. You can keep it manageable. And I say that as you can make sure that you're not a beached whale.
Yeah, some people just have, like, they just kind of true. Some people do have, like, shitty metabolism and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of, you know, forces them to be fat or skinny. Or if they have good metabolism, fast metabolism.
Fast metabolism.
Yay! I have fast metabolism, I just don't do anything.
I don't do anything either, but I mean, I guess parkour counts as working out a little bit.
You probably eat better.
Yeah. Just slam down that Italian food.
I see fat people. Like, here's the thing. I don't think fat people should be exempt from scrutiny, because it is a choice. Like, I see fat people on comment sections saying, you can't judge me. It's like, yes, I can.
Because you chose to be fat.
You're a fat ass. I have a right to make fun of you. You're extremely unhealthy. I have a right to make fun of you. It's like a smoker.
Like the smoker, because they pretty much chose to smoke.
In this
country, I was around smoke all the time. It's like, yeah, well, yeah, smoke around you can only make you wonder what it does. You had to pick up the cigarette and put it in your mouth.
I'm sure that nicotine's just as addictive as food is. Like, they did this thing where they put a smoker and a really fat man in a room, and like they did this thing, which one was more likely to be scrutinized? And it was the smoker by far. And they're like, why don't you scrutinize the fat man? He's like, because he's fat. I don't want to make fun of him.
Yeah.
It's like, what? They're both equally horrible for you. Being fat is almost just as bad as smoking.
Yeah.
Why is one acceptable? Just like let them be, but one of them's not.
Because there's no ad campaigns against it.
I know there's no ad campaigns against being fat. And if there was, it'd be fat shaming.
Yeah, and if there was, the beached whales would get mad.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's smoker shaming here in America.
there is tons of smoker shaming. Oh,
they
man.
get taught it in schools.
Yeah, they. I don't think I can go through a commercial break on a TV show without seeing anti-smoking.
Why is there no like anti-fat shit? It's like, well, it kind of is, but it's not like they don't portray the fat people as like these sad, like horrible, like you know how in smoker commercials are like, oh, I was so depressed because I smoked.
Yeah, and
they don't portray fat people like that in commercials.
Yeah, I think that is the most effective way to deal with that, is to show what worst case scenario really looks like, because it works with smoking. Smoking is actually going down.
Yeah, we're the lowest, and we've been in 50 years.
Yeah, so smoking is going down by showing kids at worst what it can do, and we should do the same with weight. You can show them at worst what it does, explain what happens when you are overweight, and I guarantee you that those kids are going to try their best to be healthy.
We do need more mandatory like PE shit though. Like we need to force people to work out. Like it should not be acceptable to be fat. It really shouldn't. Or at least it should be equally so for smokers.
Yeah.
Like if smoking is acceptable, then being fat should be.
Smoking is unacceptable. Other things just as bad as smoking should be as well.